What's up, everyone? Welcome to Vlog in the Box, episode 9. So let's just jump right in. So first thing is a desk update. As you can tell, I moved my CDJs out and my DGM down into my storage area, pulled out my Electron boxes. So I have my Digitone out, I have my Analog Key FX. So the cool thing with this is it's also audio interface. So I could run all my synths through it and it'll go into my laptop, or I have my patch bay here so I could add more effects into it because I have some pedals here. So let's take this for instance. I have this pedal. If I need some reverb, I'll put it through. I have some other cool pedals that might be busting out that I haven't in a while, like a microcosm. It's a really cool atmosphere one, and I have some other dope pedals. So stay tuned to see what else I do with my desk. I even thought about bringing my MPC out. I have an MPC 2000 Classic, so that'd be sick right here. But maybe shift everything, have this under my laptop, and then it'll be just right there. Kind of switching gears a little bit into getting back into my style again. And so, yeah, here's my new desk update. And look forward to adding more things. Maybe my East Beast. I was talking to someone new on Facebook Marketplace because I was looking at his, the GS East 7. And I don't know, got me re-sparked into checking out my East Beast and maybe making a skiff because I have a tip-top heck, which means it's kind of funny. So it's a tip-top audio happy ending kit, and it's an 84 HP skiff. And I guess the power source takes 4 AP, so it's only 80 HP total, but definitely do some cool stuff with 80 HP. If you have any recommendations what I could add to my East Beast to add craziness to it, such as I don't know, maybe another oscillator, maybe some kind of data bending kind of thing, maybe the data benders, that's pretty sick. But give me recommendations what you would like to see me mess with, play with, because once I have it here, you'll see it on my social medias. So yeah, this is my desk update. The next thing I want to get to is direction. So with this, like I said in my past, in episode 8, basically that I need to take a step back, make a lot more original music, so I have stuff for the DJ competitions through the Project Discovery with Insomniac. Right now, it's kind of like I'm nipping the tail because I'm always just making new remixes or never really having time to make my own OG music. So now I'm making the space for it, getting back to my roots of some DAW lists so I could capture it. I did have my Digitac out, and I think that's where the root of being DAW-less was completely at. So now without my Digitac, I'm just completely sound designing. So I'm really excited to see where it takes me. And there's been this style that keeps coming up in my head, but I keep just forcing dubstep or rhythm. And I think it's just time to let that voice shine. So stay tuned to see what I do with these and what else, and maybe that skiff I was talking about. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is biting style. So ever since I started, ever since I started this snails, ever since I joined the snails Discord, and then I started going through the one-on-ones with sloth, snails, then back to sloth. I've been noticing I've been biting a style, and I'm very big on not biting things because I like to be original, and I come from the jazz world where if you bit someone's style, it was very disrespectful to do that. And the cool thing, I'll say this, back in the day, one of my favorite jazz artist, and he's also a composer and band leader, is I'm blanking his name, but I can see his face. I have Charles Mingus. There you go. Charles Mingus was a fucking badass because anyone in his band, if they were biting a style within their solo, he would play it back on his bass. So imagine you're on your saxophone and you're playing, and then you do a John Coltrane riff. He'll play that riff back just to show, hey, That's not your style, man. Keep to your style. And the cool thing about Charles Mingus's band is their solos are just so crazy, out of this world, just because he was saying, all these people already made that style. What are you going to bring to the table? So that's what I like to really embody and go into with my music. So what kind of hit the wall for me was I was talking to my buddy Nick, and I sent him one of my new remixes, and he was like, dude, it's sick, but you're starting to sound like everyone else. There's this Mac style that I didn't hear in it that I usually hear, and it was cool, but it didn't feel like it was you. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks, like, okay, I really need to take a step back, not from just DJing, but really, what am I really trying to do here? And I think going back into my synths, finding the love of my synths and sound designing again is going to really bring that back, and I'm just excited for the journey again. I've always been excited for the journey, but instead of like chasing a tail, I'm going to be running on my own feet. And that's what I mean about I felt like I was biting style. I want to bring my own style, and there's enough people biting each other's styles right now in dubstep and rhythm. Not to call them out, that's I love that shit too. And when I go out to shows, it's always banging, it's always good. But I think it's time that dubstep gets out of this realm of like everyone having the same sound or the same kind of groove, you know what I mean? I think it's time we're gonna fuck up the whole system and just be like, all right, here we go, originality shit. So stay tuned, because more original Mac is coming back. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is a remix contest. So I used to do a lot of Skio music remixes, and deadmau5 has one up right now, and I was excited to jump into it just to find out I had to pay to do it. And Skio used to do these for free and give you the stems and let you submit, and now it's starting to feel like you have to pay to play. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing that remix contest. But good thing there's other ones that I'm going to be doing, such as I'm currently working on, and you heard in the last episode, Terminal Remix. That one's almost complete. I'm probably going to submit that here this week or next week, because it's due June 28th or 21st. So it's going to be submitted before the 20th for sure. And then I was looking at a Whipped Cream remix. She released her whole new album or new EP out so everyone could pull the stems. I went through a bunch of songs, found one that resonated with me, so now I'm working with it, trying to figure out how I want to do it. I have to check to see when that one's due. I better get on it. But that's about it. Also want to shout out the remix contest I just did with Slugs and Temanite. They're doing a cool EP remix. I'm not on it, but I just want to shout out the ones that made it. So you guys rock. I'm excited to hear it. I heard some of your remixes already, so it'd be really cool to see it in, on Tidal, Spotify, or YouTube, and listen to it there. So awesome job, guys. I just want to say great opportunity for everyone, and stoked to see everyone being released on the EP track. The EP tracks. All right, so the next item I want to talk about is upcoming releases. So I do have another EP coming out. I had one come out on June 1st. That was my 10-year anniversary EP. That one was mostly for me, just kind of to cement the milestone of 10 years of Mac, and wanted to show where I came from and, add a new remix, a new mastering and mix to it, so it just sounds where I'm at right now. Pretty proud of what I did. And, I was a little limited because I didn't have the projects anymore, because once you put things into a hard drive, I guess they have a shelf life sometimes. So when you re-plug it in, plug it out, there's going to be files missing. And a lot of my project files from Logic are gone. But moving forward, there's this cool thing within Ableton where you can put it in, pull the stems out. I know it's AI, but you know what I mean? What else can I do? I really wanted the song to come out. I didn't want to master it a different way. So I used the Ableton stems, and now you have those releases out. But the new release, July 1st, this is something I'm really excited about. There's one song I'm really proud about. And the next song is an older song that I did the stem thing with. So if you ever see a song of mine on my tracks that have a parentheses with the uppercase R, that means it's been resurrected. So that was the start of my Resurrection EP, to show that I'm going to be pulling some old stuff that I've made, but I don't have the project files anymore, but I'm going to revamp through this STEM process. So look forward for July 1st. There's going to be an awesome drop. Really check it out. One of my favorite songs that I made years ago is going to be on it. And one of my favorite songs I just made in the last couple months is going to be on it. And I hope you like it. I'll just give you a hint. It has a really good groove. And the second one is just gnarly. So those are my upcoming releases, and more to come too. Oh, one last thing. There might be a special remix coming out this month as well, just for funsies. Would have put it out there. I think Ghost of Christ has been asking for it, so it's coming. I'm telling you, it's going to come this month. All right? Just hear me out. And one thing that's been holding me back is I don't really have an audio interface at the moment. Mine died, so I'm in the market for a new one. So my mixing process is kind of slowed down a little bit, also because I pulled the CDGs out. It's a little bit harder for me to get my mixes down, but don't worry, I'm troubleshooting that. I'm looking at a bunch of interfaces at the moment. I'm in Reddit, asking a bunch of questions, so thank you to the Home Studio Reddit forum. You guys are rocking my life, and I'm having a lot of fun figuring out what I want to do next. Definitely not going to do Behringer and not going to do Focusrite, but looking at Audient, RME, and I believe maybe Motu or Motu. I was looking at the Apollo series, but I'm not big in the DSP. I just need something to route my speakers through, not big. I don't need more plugins. I have too many at the moment. So moving on from upcoming releases to thank you so much. You guys are awesome. You guys are listening to all my music. You guys are checking out my page. I'm getting more followers. So big love and appreciation to you all coming out and hanging out with me, checking out what I'm doing, following me and doing things. So I really appreciate you all. It keeps me motivated. And yeah, I just want to say thanks for rocking with me. I love you all. And the next thing I just want to say is like, comment, share, subscribe, hit all notifications so you don't miss out when I drop these vlogs. I was trying to do it Monday, Friday, but now I'm just doing it when I want to. And it feels kind of good. But also, check out my other socials. I'm trying to do other things with TikTok and, trying to push it different ways. And more skits to come and comedy things, and just gonna let my personality shine through the Mac. And hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next episode.